Well, today, federal prosecutors laid out their case against Eric Adams. The mayor saying despite the charges, as you just heard, he is still serving New Yorkers. He will now fight the bribery and corruption case as prosecutors allege he sold his influence to foreign nationals.
Fox 5's Linda Schmidt read through the 57-page indictment, as did all of us, and is breaking down how prosecutors pin these charges on the mayor. Linda.
Yeah, and it is very detailed. The indictment laying out a litany of examples where Mayor Adams allegedly broke the law dating back to when he was Brooklyn Borough president in 2014. The indictment says that Adams knowingly allowed and sought, and that's an important word there, sought, illegal donations from foreign nationals who were, quote, smuggling their contributions to Adams through straw donors. Within a year of becoming Brooklyn Borough president, the indictment alleges Eric Adams began building relationships with foreign nationals who were seeking influence with him, namely from Turkey. On numerous occasions, the mayor and his partner or a family member would fly on Turkish Airlines, which is primarily owned by the Turkish government. In October 2016, they purchased economy tickets valued at just over $2,200 and received free upgrades to business class worth about $15,000. In 2017, Adams, a family member and a staff member, accepted free business class tickets worth more than $35,000. Also in 2017, Adams, a relative and a liaison, stayed in the Bentley suite of the St. Regis Hotel in Istanbul and paid just $600 for a two-night stay that would have cost about $7,000. During another trip to Istanbul, Adams asked for and received free hotel stays, dinners, and a boat trip, among other things, from a Turkish businessman, including a free two-night stay in the Cosmopolitan suite of the St. Regis Hotel, which would have cost about $3,000. In 2019, in Istanbul, the indictment alleges that Adams solicited at least $50,000 in illegal campaign contributions from a Turkish businessman who agreed, quote, believing that Adams might one day be the president of the United States and hoping to gain influence with Adams. The indictment alleges that Adams hid numerous illegal foreign donations through straw donors and smaller contributions, which ultimately allowed him to illegally receive more than $10 million in city public funds for his campaign. And then it was time for the mayor to repay the favors to Turkish nationals. In 2017, a Turkish official pressuring the mayor to force the FDNY to speed up the opening of a new 36-story skyscraper for the Turkish consulate without having a fire inspection. The indictment alleges Adams pressured the fire commissioner, who then allegedly pressured other top brass at the department to get the job done. And if they did not, quote, the chief of department and the fire prevention chief would lose their jobs. The skyscraper opened on time. The Turkish official responding, "You are great, Eric. You are a true friend of Turkey." Adams replied, "Yes, even more a true friend of yours. You are my brother." And in another example in the indictment, it was February 2023, a Turkish businessman texted the mayor that he was having problems resolving an issue with his city buildings department. He said, quote, "I always supported you," he said. Adams responding, quote, "Let me look into this." About a week later, the issue was resolved. The businessman then texting the mayor, "Brother, I want to thank you for your help. You have my continued support." Back upstairs to you.
All right. Thanks, Linda.